If you've watched videos about Universal Studios Japan, you've probably heard a lot about rides, express passes, and rope dropping the park. But after spending time here ourselves, we found that a few simple changes can save you money, help you beat the heat, and make your entire stay a whole lot more enjoyable. Welcome to Unretired in Japan. Let's go. Universal Studios Japan is one of the most popular theme parks in the world, and for good reason. The rides are fantastic, the themed lands are incredibly immersive, and it's easy to see why so many people put it in the top of their Japan itinerary. The challenge is that you simply can't do everything in one day. A lot of visitors try anyway, racing from attraction to attraction, standing in long lines, paying premium prices for food and drinks, and staying until they're completely worn out. We found there's a much better way to experience the park. A few simple hacks can save you money, help you stay cool during Osaka's hot summers, and make your day a whole lot more enjoyable without feeling like you're constantly rushing. One of the biggest surprises for us was learning that the Universal Studios Japan annual pass isn't just for people who live in Osaka. In fact, even if you're visiting Japan for a short vacation, it's worth taking a look because it can completely change how you experience the park. At the time we're filming this, the standard annual pass starts at around 22,000 yen, which is roughly 150 United States dollars. Although prices and blackout dates can change, so be sure to check the latest information before you buy. Now, if you're only planning one visit, a regular ticket is probably the better choice. But if you're spending a couple of days near Universal or planning to visit more than once during your trip, the annual pass becomes a lot more interesting. Here's why. With a regular one-day ticket, your visit is essentially one continuous experience. With an annual pass, you can come and go throughout the day. Want to leave for lunch? Go ahead. Need to cool off in air conditioning for an hour? No problem. Want to grab cheaper drinks and snacks at Lawson or relax before coming back for the evening atmosphere? You can do that. That flexibility completely changes the pace of your day. Instead of feeling like you have to stay inside the park from opening until closing just to justify the price of your ticket, you can treat Universal more like a place to enjoy than a place to conquer. And that's why we think it's one of the most overlooked hacks for visiting Universal Studios Japan. One of the absolute benefits to getting the annual pass is to save money at Universal Studios Japan by simply walking a few minutes outside the gates. The annual pass allows you to go in and out as many times as you want. Right next to the park is Universal City Walk, and it's packed with restaurants that are not only less expensive than the food inside the park, but in most cases just as good or better. We've eaten at places like Saizeriya, Sushiro, and Shake Shack, and you can easily have a satisfying meal for a fraction of what you'd spend inside Universal. There are also plenty of other options depending on what you're in the mood for. If you're using an annual pass, this becomes an even bigger advantage because you can leave, enjoy a relaxed meal in air conditioning, and head right back to the park when you're ready. You're not paying theme park prices just because you're hungry. Even if the annual pass costs a little more up front, the savings from eating outside the park, especially if you're visiting more than once, can offset a surprising amount of that entire cost. Plus, you'll probably enjoy the meal a whole lot more. Another hack we found is, before you head back to the park, make one quick stop at the Lawson convenience store just outside Universal. This is one of our favorite money-saving hacks because you'll find just about everything you need for the rest of the day at convenience store prices instead of theme park prices. Pick up a couple of bottles of water, Pocari Sweat, Aquarius to stay hydrated, and a few snacks if you need them later. If you're visiting during the summer, this is also a great place to grab cooling wipes, cooling spray, a cooling neck ring, or even a small handheld fan. These little things can make a huge difference when it's hot and humid outside. It's also a good opportunity to recharge for a few minutes in the air conditioning before heading back into the park. None of these purchases are very expensive on their own, but together they can save you quite a bit of money over the course of the day while making your visit a lot more comfortable. Let's talk about that Osaka heat in the summer. If you're visiting Universal Studios Japan in the summertime, the heat and humidity can be just as challenging as the long lines. Instead of trying to power through the hottest part of the day, plan around it. Get to the park early, Enjoy a few of your favorite attractions, then consider taking a break around lunchtime. Grab a meal at City Walk, cool off indoors, and recharge before heading back to the park later in the afternoon or evening. Not only will you feel a lot better, but you'll often find the park more enjoyable once the sun starts getting lower in the sky. The goal isn't to spend the most hours inside Universal, it's to make sure the hours you do spend there are as enjoyable as possible. Universal Studios is an amazing park, but you don't have to spend the most money or stay from opening until closing to have a great experience. A little planning can go a long way. Whether it's considering an annual pass, enjoying a meal at City Walk, picking up supplies at Lawson, or taking a break during the hottest part of the day, these simple hacks can make your day less stressful, more comfortable, and even save you some money along the way. If you have your own favorite Universal Studios Japan tip, leave it in the comments below. We'd love to hear it, and it might help someone else who's planning their trip. Thanks for following along as we document what life after early retirement really looks like. If you enjoyed the video, we'd appreciate a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Until then, we'll be riding the coasters while unretired in Japan.